Hi, this is Lynn from FromOurBookshelf.com, and today I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about books that read like Hallmark Christmas movies. I don't know about you, but around the holidays, my daughters and I like to watch a few Hallmark Christmas movies, but we usually enjoy reading books that read like the Hallmark Christmas movie even more. So today I'm going to share a list with you of 5 books that I really enjoyed that are books that read like Hallmark Christmas movies. A few of them have been turned into Hallmark Christmas movies. So if you have watched the movie, you might want to go back and read the book, or if you read the book, you might want to enjoy the movie. All of these, we enjoyed both the book and movie, but of course we like the book better because we almost always do. So I love physical copies of books. As you can tell, I have a whole bookshelf here. This is just a small bookshelf in our house, but when it comes to Christmas movies, I guess I've read all of these on ebook. And today I'm only going to share 5. You can go to FromOurBookshelf.com to find our entire list of favorite books that read like Hallmark Christmas movies. So I want to start with Last Christmas in Paris. This is a story about World War I. It is the main character is about a man who fought in World War I and visits Paris in 1968, and it flashes back and forth from World War I time period to 1968. I don't always love books like that, but in this one it really worked and I enjoyed it. He goes back to Paris at Christmas time and kind of settles some things from his past, relives it like in his older years, and it's a really good book. It's a sweet book. It's historical fiction. I read it a couple years ago. It was my favorite book, one of my favorite books of that year. The next one I want to talk about is The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury, I think is her last name. A lot of people love her, have read like every book she's written. I have not. This is the first book I read by her. I think I may have read a book years ago, but this is the first book I've read in recent years, and I really enjoyed it. It's The Bridge. It's a love story. It's a book about life and healing. It's a book about books and bookstores, and it just incorporates a lot within the book. It's a sweet story, but it's got a little depth into the characters sharing their story. This has been made into a Hallmark movie. I like the movie. I like the book better. It went into more details. The next one I'll talk about is The Christmas Train. This has also been made into a Hallmark movie. I like the movie. I like the book better. This one took me a little while to get into, maybe about 50 pages to get into a little bit more, but once I got into it, I loved the book. This is one I think I could see myself reading every few Christmases. I really enjoyed it. The ending totally surprised me. The majority of the book takes place on a train traveling cross-country at Christmas time. So you learn about different characters and people that are on the train, their stories. It's kind of got a mystery involved in it. So it's a little bit different than your normal Christmas story, and it is really good. And I want to talk about 2 more books. This is a series of books. I think there's 3 in the series. I'm going to share the first 2 today. It is The Mistletoe Promise. Is the first book by Richard Paul Evans in the series, and the second one is The Mistletoe Inn, also by Richard Paul Evans. I think there's 3 books in this series. I have not read the third one, but I plan to this Christmas. Both of these have also been made into Hallmark movies. I liked the movies. They're good for Hallmark movies, but the books are so much better. I love the stories on these. Both of these are love stories, of course. They're Hallmark. They read like Hallmark movies. So there is love stories, there's romance, but there is more to these characters. They share about their life than kind of more details about their life and their stories and their past. And they don't have perfect stories. Like a lot of the Christmas movies on Hallmark and even some of the Christmas books tend to have like these picture perfect stories, and these aren't. These people have backgrounds and tragedies and things that have made them who they are that come out more in the book than the Hallmark movie version. The Mistletoe Inn is about writers and books, so that I kind of like that goes in with there. The first one, The Mistletoe Promise, is a little bit cheesy. You can see it, it's predictable. It's about 2 people that meet. I think it was in a food court. She works for a travel agency or they deal with travel and booking travel for people. The guy is a lawyer, and so that story plays out in The Mistletoe Inn. They are both writers, and it's also a sweet love story, how the writer comes in, and there's a little bit of mystery in there, but you'll be able to figure it out. So those 5 books that I'm sharing today are Last Christmas in Paris, The Bridge, The Christmas Train, The Mistletoe Promise, and The Mistletoe Inn. For more books that read like Hallmark Christmas movies, you can find an entire list at FromOurBookshelf.com. Thanks.